Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be talking about the effects of nuclear bomb. Many of us will have been hearing about nuclear bombs and we don't really know what they are like and what they can do, although we know that a nuclear war is going to cause devastation. So today I'm going to go into the scientific aspect of nuclear weapon, but I'm not going to make it too complicated. I'm just going to simplify it so that you can understand it. Let's dive right in. A nuclear bomb is a bomb that is made on the principle of nuclear reactions. And there are two types of nuclear reaction. We have the nuclear fusion and the nuclear fission. The nuclear fission is when the nucleus of an atom, two nucleus, they combine together to release energy. And the nuclear fission is when the nucleus of an atom splits into smaller nucleus and then releases energy. Now, the atomic bomb, all the bombs that have been made, nuclear bombs that are made on the principle of these two reactions, either of these two reactions. But the reason why it is so devastating is that these reactions, they take place uncontrollably. And so when they take place uncontrollably, they release high amount of energy. And this energy are in form of radiation and heat. And so the temperature of these bombs are very high, and that is why they cause a lot of destruction. Even the energy released from it are very, very high, and that is why a lot of catastrophe takes place in the detonation of a nuclear weapon. So, what are the effects of nuclear weapon? Let's say, for example, if a nuclear bomb was dropped in Delta State of Nigeria, what is going to happen? So, just imagine you are in your house, you're in your beautiful home, doing whatsoever you are doing, and a nuclear weapon was dropped somewhere in Delta State, and you are in Delta State. I'm talking about not the one that was dropped in Hiroshima or Nagasaki, I'm talking about modern day nuclear weapon. Let's say one of them was dropped in Delta State. And the first thing you are going to see is that you are going to see a bright flash of light. That's the first thing you are going to see. And the next thing that is going to come is the wave. The wave. Nuclear weapon release a wave of large magnitude. You know, if you watch all this movie, you see when the Hawk claps his hand, they say it is the Hawk smash. You see the waves that moves. It's like a compression of air that moves at a particular speed. So air, the nuclear weapons moves with waves, and not just with waves, with radiation. So it's like compressed air moving in a circular pattern, and is spreading out with force, with magnitude. And so anything along the path of that wave will be destroyed, depending on the distance that object is from the wave actually. So those objects that are very close to the waves will be totally destroyed, totally obliterated. Now, it is not only the waves that moves when a nuclear weapon detonates or explodes, also radiation. And I told you that this radiation are nuclear reaction that are uncontrollable, and they release a lot of energy, a lot of heat. And so if a biological substance is close to the detonation of the nuclear weapon, we may necessarily not see anything about that organism again. If it's a human being, that human being will be blown to shreds, will be blown to pieces, because the heat will be so much that the human being will be broken down in pieces, and in pieces, like shreds, to atom. So it's a very devastating bomb. And so none of us would want a nuclear war to happen in our world. Also, let's say a person is far from the detonation of the nuclear weapon, but the wave still gets to him or her. That wave is able to burst the eardrum, something like, and the eardrum is gone. Or it's also able to burst the lungs, like, You know how you pop a balloon. It's gone. So it's a very bad one. It's a very bad one. Thousands of kilometers. The waves from a nuclear bomb can affect a person thousands of kilometers away. Should I say thousands of kilometers? Hundreds of kilometers away. Yeah. Hundreds of kilometers away. So it's a very, very devastating bomb. But it is not only the instantaneous effect of nuclear weapon that kills a lot of people or destroys a lot of things. I'm going to tell you the aftermath effects of nuclear bomb. So, a nuclear bomb, when it is detonated, of course, is going to kill a lot of people. But then, after the bomb, the shock wave has gone to the farthest extent it can go and it has died down. That nuclear weapon that has been detonated can still cause further harm for the next few years to come. Some of the harm it can cause is that the nuclear weapon, when it detonates, is going to release radioactive fallout. And this radioactive fallout, they emit radiation. And this radiation are ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation, they affect our cells. They either kill the cells or they damage the cells. And when they kill the cells or damage the cells, this is the genesis of cancer. So the nuclear radiation can cause cancer, and that will lead to death of so many other people. It can also cause radiation sicknesses. It can also cause skin burn. It can cause blindness. The radiation from a nuclear weapon, because it is ionizing radiation, it can cause blindness. So you can imagine that if somebody is exposed to that nuclear radiation, even days after that bomb has detonated, the person can go blind. The person can develop skin cancer. The person can develop different kind of cancer because he is exposed to the nuclear radiation. And that is just the effect of radiation on the body. There's another thing that radiation can do. A nuclear bomb can do, sorry. There's another thing a nuclear bomb can do. And what is that? It can affect our climate. Scientists have studied this, and they came to they put forth a particular theory or a particular hypothesis, and they say that if a nuclear war starts, the nuclear bomb that are being detonated, they are going to cause particles as well as radioactive substances to move into the air. And when those radioactive substances move into the air, they are going to be moved by the wind into to different parts of the world. And those radioactive substances will cause what we call cloud condensation. There will be like a nuclei that causes cloud condensation. This will cause more clouds to be formed. And when more clouds are formed, it is going to block sun ray from reaching us. And what is going to happen if sun ray is blocked from reaching us? The temperature is going to lower because it is the sun that brings heat to our world. And so when the sun's radiation is blocked from entering into the earth, the temperature of the earth is going to lower, and that is going to cause nuclear winter. So for those people in Africa that are saying, well, if they fight nuclear war, it may not come to Africa, it may not kill us, be warned. If a nuclear war erupts, before you know, you begin to see snow falling in Nigeria, you'll be like, you know that problem has come. So, from what I've explained now, I hope you've been able to understand what a nuclear bomb is, what it can do. In the simplest form, you can be able to understand what a nuclear bomb can do. A nuclear bomb can kill thousands and thousands of people, even days, weeks, months, and years after it has been detonated. Therefore, none of us wishes for a nuclear war. So please pray. If you can pray, pray. Pray that a nuclear war does not start. God bless you. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Peculiar.